What's up, everybody? My name is Jay Waz, and welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. Last time we were here, we built this thing. 1500 horsepower at 1300 foot-pound of torque. Just a 3 SCEO LX550. That's a weird name. But now, we're gonna sell it for 160 grand. That's what I'm talking about. Today, I'm gonna go to the junkyard first thing before I start working the next customer's car. I'm gonna try to find something that was just recently released a few days ago. Now, I'm not gonna say what I'm looking for is gonna be in the junkyard, but maybe it might be. I guess I have to find out. But anyway, I'm gonna do my searching and I will be right back. Oh, finally! I have found what I've been looking for. I thought I wasn't gonna find it. I was actually starting to consider going to an auction or something like that just to find it. This is the 1992 Mazda RX-7. It's not a mod, as you can see, it's a DLC available in this game, and it was only $359. It's currently on sale on Steam. Estimated car value is higher than the buy price. Not by much though. I was expecting better than that, but given the condition of this thing, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this thing and actually work on it today. Yes sir, I'm so happy this is actually in the game. I completely forgot this game actually has real cars. One of the things that make the Mazda so notorious, aside from the Fast and Furious and other racing shows, is this rotary engine, and I am super excited to actually work on it because this is the first time seeing a rotary engine in this game. Now I'm gonna go ahead and call in the next customer before I actually start working on this, so I'm gonna move it to the next slide over. Oh my god, I don't have a storyline? Requires level 20. Okay, so I'm actually not high enough level to go on to the next mission. That's different. Well, I guess I'll be working on this instead. This video is going to be solely dedicated to this car. That's just a completely different experience. Let's go ahead and clean it up, and I'm going to get to work on this thing. I am interested to see what kind of pattern this thing has. It doesn't look like it's one color at all. I mean, I see it mostly rust still, but hey, that looks pretty cool. Now, let's see how much just washing it raised the value by. Actually, good bit. About 1,000 something bucks. I don't know. Will this bring it up better? Oh, that's so cool. This is so 90s. That's exactly what the design is. That brought up the value by a few thousand. That's pretty nice. Alright, I gotta make it look good. I'm probably gonna keep this design. It's so 90s, but it fits the car quite well. The only aftermarket support for this is the trunk. I am just going to say it is weird working on an actual car in this game. And that looks way better than the stock one. Oh yeah. Hell yes, sir. We got the pop up and down headlights. I can only assume this takes no engine out. Okay, yeah, it just takes the usual rotary, but this is one of the most legendary engines of all time. I have no problem installing it, building it, upgrading it, obviously. Okay, this is definitely going to be strange. I'm going to be learning a little something about rotary engines. I forgot how unusual the rotary engine is. Most definitely one of the most unusual engines I'll ever see. It was incredibly hard and difficult to perfect this motor in a real world. For the longest time, Mazda was just basically the only people that actually managed to pull it off up until they stopped. Still sucks hearing that they stopped, because this motor was amazing. If I recall, the last car I think it was actually in was the RX-8. That is a funny looking oil filter decision. Man, I would love to work on the rotary motor. Oh, that is definitely a weird looking power steering pump. But I tell you, the strangest experience about working on this thing is not putting pistons in it. This is a weird motor to build. I'm used to having a big old engine block with piston walls and pistons. I'm gonna be thrown off by the fact that I'm not putting rod caps and crankshaft bearing caps in it. This is such a different experience. I mean, you don't even have to put rod caps in. Oh my, it's so weird. It looks so weird. I don't even know how to react if I worked on one in real life. The motor is officially done. There are actually more performance parts for this engine than I anticipated, so that means it's definitely going to have over 300 horsepower. The only thing about this car that feels normal is the gearbox and the suspension. And well, everything else. The only thing that's not normal is the engine. Alright, dropping this beautiful engine in. Brought the value by quite a bit, actually. Now everything else is about the same, so I'm gonna go ahead and fix everything else, replace everything I need to replace, and I will be right back. It's nothing usual. I mean, just more suspension I'm gonna cry on and make even more rusty. Nothing's really new on that front of this game. Alright, everything underneath the car inside the engine bay has been installed. You know what that means, that's wheel time. And I was thinking I was going to keep the appearance stock, but no, I'm probably going to change it, make it look a little more, you know, Fast and Furious-y. Okay, probably not all that, that's a little much, so I'm just going to give it nicer wheels, really, that's all I'm doing. And I think I found which one I'm going to be using. This is actually really nice. We're going to have to sit in on some 19s. Not so I can have the fast tire, although I'm going to be doing that in the rear. I hope it doesn't look hideous. I don't know if you guys watched the last video. Some of you might not have. But I'm trying to find a car that handles well, and this is what I'm trying to make this. This looks like it might have the potential for that because of how much less power it has. It always comes off sounding bad when I say it like that. And I almost said it didn't look bad, but then I went to the side. I mean, I guess it still don't look that bad, although I can't do it. I gotta do smaller tire size just because I don't want to ruin this car. Ah, there's so much money too. That should look a little better. I hope at least. Okay, that looks a lot better than it did before. I'm gonna keep that. It's not poking out entirely too much. Although if I hit a bump, that's destroyed a tire. But yeah, alright. For the fronts, I'm not gonna be going too crazy over them because they're the fronts. I mean, most I'll probably do is like 285s, 285/30s. Yeah, that sounds about right. That probably look good. I'm starting to think that's probably what I should have put in the back. I mean, that looks really good. It's actually quite flush in the front. Might not be the same in the rear. It looks ridiculous, but still. I mean, that didn't look that bad. Yeah, that looks way good in the front compared to the back. I'm sorry to anyone I am offending right now. Alright, time to move to the paint shop. Let's see what kind of paint jobs we might have for this car. I hope we have a variety of options for decals. That'd be pretty cool. Like I said, that'd be pretty freaking good. That's actually really cool. There's the one that was on it when I bought it. Okay, so it's just the two. I'm going with this because that actually looks really freaking cool. Yes, metallic looks amazing. As for the body color, let's see. Oh my god, why does that look amazing? I'm going with this. Like, my idea was I was going to go for this because... Wait, how does that look? That looks good too, but... This looks amazing. I'm going with this. Oh, this car looks so good. Even with the tires poking, it doesn't even look that bad. I thought it was going to look so much worse. I love the way this car looks right now. Just completed the alignment. Now all I gotta do is take it to the dyno. Now, before I do that, I need to actually remember to do this. I'm going to put fluids in the car. I think after that, I'll have everything. That'll be the first time I actually remember to do everything before putting it to the dyno. You know, I could feel like a complete idiot. You know, I said I remembered to do everything before the dyno. At least I'm doing it before the dyno. I completely forgot about the freaking fuse box. At least I got it before the dyno. That's all I gotta say. Because I always forget something before I get to the dyno. How the freaking Luya. Okay, this is such a weird angle. I don't think it would work like that in real life. No, it would not. It would not be spilling out right now with this angle. And yes, the most important part. The windshield washer for which your reservoir has to be full. Absolutely, that's the most important part. Yep, there we go. Just barely enough. I do got one question. Is the ECO really on top like that? Is it really that easy to access? I'm so glad I opened the door before I actually went to the dyno. I forgot the freaking seats. All original RX-7 seats and everything. This actually looks like... I can't say it looks like the real thing. I've never seen the interior of an RX-7, but hey, it looks pretty close. Dyno time! Let's see how much power this thing is making. I actually can't wait to hear it. Maybe it might sound like the real thing. Is that what they sound like? It's actually not that much of an increase in horsepower. But anyway, is that what that rotary sounds like? I could have sworn I had more of a dentistrial sound effect to it. That's not a bad amount of power though. For an RX-7 and 448 horses is a pretty good number. Now, I don't think I'm going to hit some crazy numbers with top speed, but I'm going to try to do something and see how fast it can go. If it can manage to reach 300 miles an hour, I'll be incredibly impressed. That's why I want to do this. I want to see how fast they can go. And maybe it'll reach 300. The only thing I don't like is I have a limited range. Now, the fastest speed I've achieved in this game is 324 miles an hour. And I'm not saying this is going to happen today, but I'd like to see how fast this thing can go. That sounds more like a rotary. And we just hit 200 miles an hour. Is it going to go? Nope. Nope, it's barely going to go faster. 211 miles an hour is a speed I have achieved that. Now, you guys obviously could tinker with that and see if you can make it go faster. I'm no expert with tuning gears in this game. Yeah, it actually really does not sound that bad at all. But anyway, time to take it to the track. I'm hoping this will be the car that gets the best, what do you call it, track time out of any car I've had in this game. It's been really difficult finding that, but considering every car I've messed with has had an absurd amount of power. But this one has a reasonable amount of power in my opinion, so time to take it to the racetrack to see just how well I can do on that track. Here goes nothing. Really? Is that gonna happen the first turn? Are you serious? I have more high hopes than that. Come on, we can't let that happen. Ah! For the love of Christ, man. Let's not let my driving destroy this car, please. Okay. Okay, it's not too horrible. It's a lot more easier to manage than the other cars I built, I'll tell you that much. Seriously? Bastards. Okay, the first attempt was a definite bust, but it's not good to say that any attempt I make is going to be like that, so I'm definitely going to try again. Come on! When I'm actually trying, you gotta spin out. Bastards. I'm trying to get a good time. Stop spinning out. Okay, that was more of a drip than spinning out, but still, chill out. Why does this keep happening to me? Why? Why, God, why? We beat our last time, but not by much. I'm going again. I'm going to try hard, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta get this. I gotta beat that freaking time. Okay. Really? Really? One more try. Come on, man. This is seriously pissing me off. I got it in 1 minute 50 seconds on the 3rd lap. This is so sad. For the love of God, stop spinning out! Dude, seriously? How does this keep happening? It does that when I'm not even pressing the throttle either. Alright, that is the best I'm going to get. I cannot believe I'm saying that for a car that has half the horsepower of the cars I normally have. It's making less of a good... The times that I get with the cars that I can't control are better than the ones I'm getting with this. And it's because it keeps spinning out for no reason. Normally a car spins out when you press the throttle while you're turning. That I can get behind, but when I'm not pressing the throttle at all, it should not be spinning out like that. Unless pressing the throttle while I'm turning is the key. I'm about to try one more time. Okay! Just became a Beyblade. Just kill me now, please. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not freaking happening. I can't believe just how disappointing that experience was. I'm actually quite upset. But before I go ahead and call it quits and go cry somewhere in my room, let me install some random tag on it. That way I can increase the value by whatever means and see how much it's worth. It is now valued at 121k. Now for the fact that I had to buy this DLC, I'm a little disappointed by the track time, but being able to build one is actually really cool, so it's nice to see it in this game. If you're trying to beat some race times, this is not the car for you. I mean, there might be a potential way to make a better tune out of it, but all around I am definitely disappointed when it comes to the performance handling of it. It just spun out too much, even when I wasn't throttling it around corners. It didn't make any sense. But that is all the time I got for this video. Next video I'm going to be doing the next Mazda that was in that pack, if I could find it. So if you'd like to see that, stay tuned to my channel. If you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe to my channel. And please, for the love of God, hit that like button if you like this video. Anyway, that's all the time for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.